Thank you all so much for stopping by today. So let me tell y'all this. I cannot believe how fast October has came and is about to go right back out the door. I came out here this morning to film, and let me tell you, it was 56 degrees. That's cold, y'all. That's cold to me. I did go back inside and get like my jacket, but I didn't stay out long. But I wanted to just share with you a few highlights in the garden. We're still transitioning, planting more leafy greens, eating lots of mustards these days, which I love. But I think my family is kind of getting tired of it, but that's okay. We're going to keep eating and we're going to keep harvesting. So let's go ahead. Let's get started with the October garden tour. So if you are new to the channel, welcome, and we hope you consider subscribing to our channel. We're talking everything home and garden here. And to all of our subscribers, thank you all so much for stopping by and taking time out of your day to watch our video. So let's get started, because if y'all see, I got a lot of work that I need to do. But it's cold out here today. Maybe if I start moving, it'll get warmed up. But the first thing I want to tell you all is, for everyone who ordered the butterfly pea flowers, thank you, because we sold out of the friend pack. And I will put it on in the description, our website, but we're actually got some back in stock. We came out here all last week. We picked all the flowers that we could. We harvested them, dehydrated them, and so we got them back in stock. So they're back on our website. And as you see, I'm going to get a little bit closer. A lot of them are going to seed. So I'm going to see how long I can keep it up and collect some of the seeds, and hopefully by next year we will have the seeds for you to purchase on the website. Let me tell y'all what I could not believe. Right here, our dahlias. They were struggling during the summer, and dahlias for us, they do come back around September, October, but this plant totally came back, and you see that it's flowering. But we have some animal that continues to come in here and dig, and I know that he's digging for the moles, because the moles during the spring and during the fall, they're really bad. Like, we have mole trails everywhere. So this is the patch that I told y'all I did not want to pull, because I just harvested so many peppers the other day, and we still have some growing on here. They haven't changed colors yet. This is the tricolor peppers, but we're still getting peppers, y'all. And this, I'm telling you, these peppers right here have been phenomenal this whole season. I mean, they have been producing like crazy. So you best to believe I am going to be growing these again. Look at the hibiscus over here, y'all. I don't know if it likes this cool weather, but is that not pretty? Is that not pretty? Now my fig leaves are falling off, but that's okay. I didn't even think it was gonna even fruit this year, but it did. And so our strawberries, I got to be careful when I'm walking over here, because it's like a jungle right now. But our strawberries are coming back. So we're just letting them do their own thing right here. And these were my Llama beans, y'all. I am going to pull them. They had started producing some pods. I can see them like ones and twos everywhere. But I did plant these late. The bugs, and look at this while we're on here. See, this is how you identify. Look at him. They were eating this plant like crazy, and I was spraying BT like crazy, so they kind of got a slow start. But let me get him off of here, because he's one of the ones that have them looking like this. So we're pulling these, and we're either going to put our garlic in this bed. And if you haven't watched the video, I'll link that in the cards, because we actually have our garlic in the refrigerator, because we have to have that cold period long enough for them to produce some beautiful bulbs. But the way it feels out here today, I don't know. Maybe I was too confident that we'll have another mild winter, but that just goes to show you, each and every time, you just don't know. So you have to keep a journal and write down the weather patterns. So this week or next week coming up, we plan on harvesting our sweet potatoes, and I'll definitely bring you all along on that journey because I know it's some down there, because I play like I'm really concerned about watering, but I intentionally put like the water so it'll give me a little sneak peek of the potatoes, and I think we have a good batch. Now, y'all remember the potatoes we started from seed, they were doing the same thing, and when I emptied all of them out, then it was only like a few. So I'm hoping that is not the case. But I do see some good sized sweet potatoes in there. So I'll take you along on that journey. It'll probably be this week. I've pretty much stopped watering them, and hopefully it doesn't rain. But here's our little patch of celery that we put out, and I'll show you the pink celery in a minute. This is the regular Utah celery. They're growing very good. It was my intention to put my little pop-up protector over here because I see where we got a couple of little bitten leaves right here. I like to put this pop-up protector over here when they're little. We started these from soil blocks just because they're still little and they like the bugs may get to them, but I made sure that we amended our soil very good, and hopefully they got a good start. It looks like they're off to a good start. And you have to realize that you will have some bugs that kind of eat on them. I guess they like them too. They won't eat the trees that's behind us, the leaves. They won't do that, but they'll come and eat your stuff. So I just have to get that in my mind that that's what's going to happen and just go with the flow. Okay, so this is what I want to show y'all. And if you're not following us on Instagram, I'm going to put my Instagram handle up there because we put a lot more day-to-day pictures on there. But this roselle, the hibiscus plant, is definitely going in the ground next year. It is huge, but I intentionally wanted to grow it in a pot just to see what it does, because we grew this back when it was Hurricane Dorian, and it got very big, but it never put on fruits, but it must have been another kind. We got these seeds from a local farmer, and I love this plant. Like, I have drunk so much tea, it is crazy. And now I'm like mixing up the blends, and we actually had a large fruiting like early on in the year, and now that it's cooled down, we're getting more, and I hope we'll be able to make it. Now this plant over here, it doesn't like the winds, and even when I had it in the ground, a lot of branches broke off as well with the other one. But this one took some wind damage, and it's still like coming back and putting on the roselle fruit. But you better believe I want like rows of this. And I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I got from now till springtime to figure it out. So we won't be growing these in pots. We're going to grow these in the ground. And you see that they're self-seeding. So just like our calla lily plants, where you get free plants, we are going to take our spade and dig these out too and pot them up. And they're small enough that they can last over the winter, because we'll like put them in the garage when it gets too cold and then bring them out. So these right here are 3 free plants right here that we can start in the ground next year because they're small enough. Now I'm going to move right over here by my mustard greens. Y'all, let me tell you, I have gotten three bunches off of this already. The more I pull, the more they grow, and that was my problem last year with letting stuff, because they just kept growing so fast. And so I'm probably gonna pick these 2 and have for Sunday dinner. I know my family is getting tired of mustard greens, but we got some collard greens growing as well. I just started them later. But we had Florida broadleaf mustard. We went ahead and finished those off earlier this week because they were up here by the marigolds, which I'm about to go ahead and pull. That's why you see this blank space right here. And then we were having a problem with the bok choy, so we've been spraying that with BT, and that's why I have the insect netting on here. Okay, so we have our carrots coming up. We sowed these using the seed tape. So I may go in and thin them out just a little bit, but that seed tape kind of helps you not have to thin them out as much as if you were to just self sow them yourself. So we'll probably take the insect netting off of these maybe in about a week or two, because as the weather gets cooler, then I know for a fact that we'll have less pest pressure. And let me show y'all the moringa tree. Look how tall it is. We've been harvesting off of these, putting like the leaves in our smoothies, but look how tall this tree has gotten. And they call this the drumstick tree, and you see why. I put these in pots as well, because sometimes I just like to see what they're gonna do. And this tree has done very well. So we'll plant hopefully some more of those. I think I got a few more seeds left, so we'll plant some more of these. And then these are the collard greens that we planted just a little bit later. I'm still looking at a couple little pest pressure issues. I didn't put the insect netting on here because I got my tomatoes right here in the same bed, still getting the buds. And so that's why it's always hard for me to pull tomatoes and peppers this time of the year, because I need that space. But then I keep looking at the tomatoes that keep coming on here. So I'm just gonna close my eyes one day and just pull it and just be done. Okay, so we planted our pink celery again. We grew this last year. I just like the color of it. This is by Baker Creek. So we planted the pink celery, and then we have the red mustards right here. We had a little pest problem. I just picked off a worm, but that's okay. I'm just gonna pull the damaged leaves off, because this mustard right here, let me tell you, it's very pungent, very pungent. I do put like a leaf or two in my mixed salads because it gives it like a little spicy taste. But this is, yeah, you will definitely tell the difference with this red mustard right here. And then last but not least, we got our ginger and our turmeric growing very good. I know there is some ginger under here, because just like the sweet potatoes, every time I just kind of take the water and really focusing on trying to see what's under there. Those are the things about like the ginger and the turmeric and the sweet potatoes and the potatoes. You never know what you're going to get until you harvest them. But everything is looking good. And so once it gets a little bit colder, we'll probably harvest these as well, but I'll let them go as much as possible, maybe till mid-November, and then we will harvest. And as I continue to look at this blush tomato, something is telling me to go ahead and pull it, because I know that by midday I'll see a whole bunch of birds over here and they will start pecking in them. I know it. This is actually a little bit darker than what we normally pull it. Normally when it starts getting blush, we pull it, because a couple weeks ago I kept seeing these birds that were just back and forth, and I'm like, what are they doing? Well, I went to look at my tomato and they were pretty much just pecking, getting that good tomato juice out. That's what they were doing. So I let them have that one, but I had to get it off just because the gnats and things like that. So let me show you what our lettuce bowl looks like. I didn't film this one. I think I showed it on Instagram. But let me tell y'all, if you have not gotten the Lettuce Grow Together ebook, I'm going to put that in the link as well. Go ahead and get that, y'all, because it's going to tell you from beginning to end how to grow lettuce. And I am so pleased with this lettuce. I was just playing around one day. I had some seeds. I was going through my seeds and just saying, let me sprinkle this in here in this bowl. This is really a salad bowl with a hole in there for growing. I thought it would be perfect, so I planted them in there, and I want you to see what they look like now. Okay, this is just from me playing around. I say, you know what, I got a little bit of potting soil in here, and I got a few seeds left in the package. I think it's some type of wild red mix, I think. But now I can just come in here as this is and just take my scissors and cut them off and just enjoy a nice bowl of salad. Yes, I did overseed it. I just did it on purpose because I wanted to see what it would look like. One thing about us is with the red lettuce blends, it gets more redder the colder it gets. So it's not quite cold enough, but you can see like the red variations in here. So as a matter of fact, for lunch today, I'm just going to come out with my scissors and we are going to harvest some of this and put it in our salads, because we're also growing arugula and we're also growing the Salanova lettuce, but that is not ready yet. But this is, and this was literally, y'all, maybe like 3 weeks. I want to say 3 weeks. I'm bad about not labeling stuff, but like I said, it was just a few more seeds left, and I said, you know what, this would be pretty right here on the table. So this is our lettuce bowl right here. Go and look at the ebook, Lettuce Grow Together. It'll tell you what to do from beginning to end, whether you want to soil block it, transplant it, or get started, because this is one of the 15 cool weather vegetables that you can grow depending on your zone. You know, we're in zone 8B, but this is a cool weather vegetable that you can grow. Okay, so last but not least, I wanted to give you kind of an update on our patio planter. I'll link that video. The radish is coming up good. The lettuce is growing fine. Now that's why I always say plant 25% more than what you need, because a couple of the Johnny Ups on this side didn't make it, and then we have our radish on this side, and if you could see back in the back, we have the carrots coming up. But this is what I hate sometimes about getting the straw bales is some of them have a lot of grass seed in here. So if you look closely, we have these grass sprigs popping up, and you never know until you put it down as a mulch. But this one definitely has a lot of those grass seeds, so I'm gonna have to get in here and just pull them up. But that is what is going on in the garden for October. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I hope you share this video with your family and your friends. If you're not a subscriber, we would absolutely love to have you subscribe to our channel, and make sure you tap the bell so that you can receive notification each and every time we upload a new video. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and until the next video, bye bye.